Okay guys, back for another cast on the druid. Last time I looked out in Stonetail Mountains after completing some level 21 elite quest where I had to kill Basileus the spider, and it went rather easy, or easier than I expected. I guess I had a lot of sort of respect for her because I've seen a lot of people get killed by her. Um, so what I did afterwards was sort of off screen or off recording, was that I had collected all the level 22 quests and some 23s as well, all over the map on both continents, and I pretty much sort of made the decision that it'd be smartest to grind some of these quests initially here in Hillsbrad Foothills. So that's where I am. Currently I'm gonna go for this Electric Suffering. There are 3 level 22 quests that are obtained here, and besides that there is a level 23 quest I can do combined from Thunderbluff actually. And it's nice to see the sort of the critical damage is kicking in from my vengeance spell here. That's what I'm currently upgrading. See if I can get. I need a drop from these guys as well. It's the bears and the spiders. Yeah. Sort of classic that, you know, you come to a new area and then you start out with some kind of grindy quests. So again, nice fat critter there. Now you can really see the crits because I'm getting this bonus damage from my talents. Quite surprised how long these roots are holding on. They're supposed to break, I guess, when you deal damage. Damage caused may interrupt the effect. Yeah. Or maybe it's just, I don't know. I just remember it from PvP. I thought, you know, there was like breaking over pretty much nothing. But maybe the spell was too, I don't know, too strong in PvP otherwise. So yeah, time to replenish mana and little food buff too maybe. So I'm gonna grind this quest first, and I think after I'm gonna try and rescue these guys while actually doing this and this at pretty much the same time. But that, especially that sort of moss creeper ichor thingy, that can be rather annoying to get. I have to Teddy first here. And I did look through the previous videos, sort of mumbling, I guess, because I was all excited about doing that elite. I was saying something about that I didn't use Moonfire because I didn't want to break the root, but I had actually just used the Moonfire, but that's another story. I'm doing a lot of damage right now. Unfortunately, there's a druid. I think he's doing the same quest as me. And yeah, that happens inside this game. Other than that, I think actually the timing is pretty good. It's 23:08 on what's this, Thursday morning, something like that. Yeah. I have vacation at the moment, so I'm not that much into what day it is, to be honest. So I saw that other druid was sort of yeah, running in the other direction, so I think I'll stick here, stay here. The guy that just got killed, by the way, was from Lightning Hide. It's a level 10. I'm not sure it's when people come from, I'll show you on the map while I'm grinding this guy. When people come from the starting zone in Mulgore, eventually they have to run out here, just as I did, and you come to the Barrens. When you come from this zone here, if you stray a little bit too far, you can run into a level 19 mob that's has some ranged lightning spell-like thingy, and I think that's what is killing these guys. Because I've seen quite a few guys around level 10 getting killed by a so-called lightning hide, and I was sort of wondering what is that, because I've seen it quite a few times. And I don't know, maybe new players have an idea that because you are only level 10, you can sort of be left alone in that area. Yes and no. Um, if you stray too far from the road, you will get attacked. By the way, very fast respawn there of the mob. Maybe because there's a ton of players here, I don't know. Oh. That's not even too bad. 2, 4, 6, 10 guys online, close to my level, which is sort of the beginner level here in this zone. So we got a 31 Jammy here fighting a bear. Way lower level, so I was kind of amazed why it took him so long to down it. Maybe he's, I don't know, maybe he's weapon training or something. Or maybe he's a self-found, meaning he has really crappy gear. Feels really good with this, not getting additional aggro, but oh. I was talking about this, my damage actually. I can really feel the difference now when these critters are making themselves show, you could say. Yeah, I'm not gonna cheat, but I'm gonna use one of my super mana here. That I'm going to continue with soon enough. Yeah, it's mainly crap, all this stuff here. So let's see, still need the bears. So a level 11 got killed in Skull Rock. I think I've shown you quite a few times what that is. It's a huge bar right outside of Orgrimmar, where you can do some sort of pre-quest to the first dungeon, Ragefire Chasm. And yeah, lots of mobs, fast respawn, and a lot of the mobs are warlocks, so they'll have void walkers as well. It can be quite a mouthful if you're a new player with no gear really. Oh nice. I'm quite amazed about the respawns. I think last time I did this quest I felt like there was desert, no mobs, and I'm quite amazed about my damage again. This vengeance really kicks ass. Can't wait until it's maxed out. So 2 more of those bear thingies, and then I still need that spider. 2 more, whatever it was. Ichor. I'll get there. Patience for the win. And something I've been thinking of lately is maybe doing some of the tougher quests, some of those quests that a lot of people die on, including myself. I'm thinking about the quest that David and I died to, stuff like that. To make those quests as a sort of a solo video, because I could imagine that maybe some hardcore players would like to see how you could actually pull it off, say alone, or what's the trap about that quest, or etc. One thing is reading about in the internet how you do a certain quest, but another thing is actually doing alone. I mean, most quests are fairly easy to do. I'm not talking sort of harder dungeons, but sort of out in the world. If you have a group, it becomes fairly easy if people know what they're doing. But doing quests alone, that is actually intended for being done uh, with like 2, 3, 4 players, whatever. Alone, that can be rather rough, of course. Goes without saying. So I think I'm gonna do that in the future. But that's most of the quests are pretty straightforward, and if they're not that sort of difficult, then I'm not gonna bother with that. So it will be a quest now and then, like the quest previous to this episode, where it was druid versus specialist, or level 25 druid versus level 21 elite. So no luck here so far on the creeper icon. I guess I'll get one eventually. Problem is some of the guards are actually killing the mobs as well here, which is rather annoying. And they have heavy hands. The guards, I mean. There we go again. See how fast the level 55 guard disperses that one. Two-shotting it. So I'm actually gonna pull the mob here a bit away from the guards, because if the guard, if the mob gets too close to the, or put in other words, I think I have to do like 50% of the damage to the mob to sort of get credit for the kill, meaning that I'll be able to loot it. So it's not like I can say use my Moonfire and then just run and make a guard finish the mob. It doesn't work like that. And that would also be rather unfair. There's a flower I can actually use there, by the way. I think I need it for... Yeah. Not a bad armor, by the way. It's actually not bad at all. Let's see if I can even get up here. Of course I can, but how? Okay, I didn't know I could get up here. And alright, I think I actually have to go from the complete other side. But yeah, that's a good thing about picking herbs and mining, is that it's a good lookout here on the base, especially if it was PvP and you were Alliance. But yeah, it's a good thing about picking herbs and being a miner, is that you sort of become this parkour guy, you could say. That gets to places where you didn't think it was possible. And now that I'm here, I think I'm gonna take this blue sweet as well. Unless this becomes too annoying to get it. You can see it up here. Let's see if we can go the straight path here. Yeah, actually. It's one of the herbs that I don't need anymore. Not to my knowledge, anyway. Oh, not with the current recipes that I got. Um, but yeah, if I get a stack, I'll probably sell it. I can sell it for, I don't know, I can imagine 1-2 gold, something like that. I'll add up in my druid purse here. So, let's see, spider, yes please. And I might say hello to this PvP faction. I might even sell some more of my craft up there. And I should, of course, take care not to go too further than that for now. I think the mobs on the other side are sort of other side of this mountain here are like late 30s, something like that. Nothing for level 26 druid, that's for sure. So who are these guys? It's Frostwolf, and I just got acquainted with them and became neutral here, which is fine. I think I can sell this crap here. There we go, and back to grinding. Okay, I think I'm standing on top of a spider. It's like a hidden one, buggy one. Okay, I got out of combat there, but I remember that before. It's like sometimes a mob. It could be a bear as well. It's like they're sort of underground. They're stuck somehow, and well, you can't see them. Sometimes you may able to see their head pop out of the ground or something like that. But yeah. And I'm gonna go a little closer to the spiders here so they won't get too close to the guards and get killed by the guards, so I don't get credit. Happy to see who's online at the moment. So still nothing. And like I've stated before, it's usually two different kind of beasts. If you aggro one of the one of those, you shouldn't get aggro from the other. But I've seen it very rarely that I got quite surprised. Just gonna buff this guy. I remember once I was helping some guy in softcore many years ago. Reminded about it now. And he made a raid group that I could join, so that he could get inside a dungeon. And what I didn't know back then was that when you were in a raid group, you couldn't complete normal quests. That makes actually perfect sense. Otherwise, you could just punk any quest in a raid group. Nevertheless, I was grinding for quite a long time after some kind of item, and eventually found out that there was I couldn't get the drop when I was in a raid group. I wouldn't say it feels like this, but I think this is sort of one of the longer grinds I've had here, where this sort of low drop didn't sort of drop. But I've also tried that this pre-bike actually dropped from the very top, so it's all really luck. Yeah, so patience for the win, guys. That's about all I can say. And I could go start on one of the other quests, but you know, I just like to get this finished, to be honest. Four hours later, my guess is I'll get it soon. I can imagine the drop rate is maybe, I don't know, what do I know, 10% maybe. It's just bad luck, really. I can just be happy that there's not many people grinding these spiders at the moment. Pretty much just me. Oh. Actually didn't know I could grind still on these live foods, so yeah, sure, I'll take them. I actually got a level on it, not bad. I thought it was kinda over, that I had grayed them out. Live food is actually what I did level mainly on until I got 225 skill. And they don't really go for any money on the auction house. All those sort of surplus I had of them, live food is pretty much impossible to sell them. Oddly enough, because I think they are actually part of the warrior quest. Besides, people can level various potions on them that aren't completely useless. I wouldn't say that. Bane is a rare mob in the undead starting zone, and I guess he hits pretty hard. He takes his toll on new, mainly undead players. I think he looks like sort of a hellhound. Taskmaster Whipfang, I'm not quite sure who that is, to be honest. Sounds like a rare mob. In Stonefell Mountain. I think now I got in combat again before I sort of actually did get in combat, and that's because I'm hitting this sort of hidden mob again. No. If I'm lucky, I can get half before the guy hits it. Yeah, I could. Didn't drop anything though. Before the I mean, I even have to fight the guards for the mobs now. I knew it was. It's always been an issue here. But I've read somewhere, and I think I'm sort of repeating myself, but if you get the mob, to 50%, or maybe just below 50%, and the guard finishes it, you'll get credit. Bingo! There we go. Patience for the win. The worst part is that I'm actually gonna get, I think, a quest that is just as sort of low drop rate. But let's hand in what we got here. Elixir of Suffering. Yes, please. I'll give it Umpi. And Umpi died, pretty much. So that's the level 24 and a 28. Just gonna look if anything else. Sometimes another quest will pop up, even though I'm sort of completing it here. But it didn't. So, yeah, you know what? I think I might as well send some of this stuff here. To my various alts here. There we go, guys. So, next up is these 3 quests here are pretty much, well, related might be a strong word, but it's much of it is actually done by the same mobs and in the same area. There is a tower down here that sort of contains most of the same mobs there's down here, but for the Thunderbluff quest I actually need some mages. I think it's 100% drop rate from those black mages or dark mages or whatever, something like that. Shadow mage probably. The blood I have to hand in by an undead character that's standing actually in Thunderbluff. In this sort of a crypt or something. I can just find it. Let's see. It's in the Spirit Rise, sort of below, underground. There's really no need to. Yeah, Syndicate Shadow Mage. There's no need to grind the other mobs. I think there's plenty of those where I'm going afterwards, but I'd like to sort of grind these guys if possible. I'm probably gonna get aggro maybe from this guy as well. Nope, but in order to loot him I have to kill this mob. So the mages here, they drop the blood of innocent, and I have no idea why these guys should be innocent. As you can see, I'm pretty sure it's 100% drop rate. And like I said, I have no idea why they should be innocent, as they're called Shadow Mage. That doesn't sound very innocent to me, but what do I know? The rogues and whatnot. I'm just gonna buff up here. Yeah, I don't need those. They are where I have to go anywhere. So I probably have to kill a lot of these. And I need 10 of them and 10 watchmen. The watchmen are those walking around with the torches. So we got all of a sudden level 26 mobs as well. Just gonna go the other way around here. I think there might be a few of these mages where I'm going, but not that many, so I'll take those I can get to here. Hopefully without aggroing some of these big boys here. Mage here, nice. There's actually one down there as well. I think I'm just gonna burst her with my moonfire. There we go. Very nice. And there's a mage there. Maybe a mob in between us. Nope. But that's what Moonfire can also be used because it's an instant cast spell. So the mobs don't run away, you know. So Watchman, Rogue. Another mage up here. So yeah, I guess the primary function as a DPS of the Moonfire is of course it's a damage over time spell, but in this particular case where I don't want the mobs to sort of run too far away, of course I could loot them, but I'd rather just kill them with a damage spell instead of crowd controlling them. Let's see, and there's a final Shadow Mage here, perfect. Then I don't really have to look after that inside the keep where I'm going. There we go. So yeah, if I have to choose aggro here, I'll take the bear. Because the spider can probably whip me, and that's rather annoying. So someone got killed by a mob, I don't know about it. Either it's a rare, it's a special quest mob of some kind. Or maybe it's even an alliance NPC. Sounded kind of dwarfish, that name, I think. So inside the keep here, I need to rescue 2 dumb orcs, really. And in order to save them, I need some keys, and those keys are I have to obtain by some jailers, and it varies sort of what jailer you need in order to which orc you had to free. It's a bit sort of random, really. One of the guys is down there, Drew, and there's probably a jailer right next to him, but it may not be the right one, sort of. And the problem is if some other player maybe frees him after I have sort. The thing is, if I go talk to the NPC now, Drew, then he will tell me you need to kill jailer X. When I find jailer X, that may have changed because he has been freed by some other player. Okay, so someone fell from somewhere. I'm not quite sure where Honor's stand is, by the way. This place should be respected, definitely, because you can get a ton of aggro here, including much unwanted, sort of. Usually there's a jailer up here, Jailer Eston. Oh. She might need this guy as well, so I'm just gonna give her a chance. The reason why I invited is because we both need the key here. Jailer Eston's key here, it can be used for both as a troll, sorry, not an orc up here. Just think I'm just gonna go talk to him first. I mean, the mobs I need for this quest where I have to the pure kill quest, I can always do that. That's the easy part here, is just killing mobs. But getting the right key for the right mob, that's a different matter. By the way, there's a special NPC here that can actually have some pretty decent loot. As you can see here, leather braces with 5 intellect. Not too bad. These are pretty sweet as well, by the way. But I don't really need them, so I need this. I need to talk to this guy, so it's unavoidable to kill this mob, I think. So let's see. Okay. Ah, crap. I think I'm just gonna run. This probably wasn't too smart. Famous last words, I know. I gotta have to dump this guy, and the safest way I can do that without getting additional aggro is down here. There we go. There's typically a jailer up here, and that's, by the way, why I sort of went out of the party with the priest, because you can get in some serious trouble here if people. I'm not quite sure what they're doing. I'm not saying the priest did something wrong. He/she didn't actually while I was with her, but I prefer sort of I prefer doing this solo. So there's another jailer here. I'm gonna probably go for him now. Just gonna buff myself. Each of these jailers with their special names, they have sort of a special key. There we go. And apparently that jailer, that's kind of odd though. I didn't sort of cross or aggro with this mob, which you would sort of normally do, I think. So now I got 2 keys, and there's a 3rd jailer, I think, by the way. But I don't know in the meanwhile if that priest has sort of saved the orc already, and then it's like the orc resets and he can need sort of a new key in order to get released. So I'm just gonna try this sort of prisoner again with my discount druid stealth here. Let's see what he says. Okay. I think I'm just gonna run. So I actually have the key. And as I need to free them up without these sort of being annoying, I'm just gonna slay them now. I can jump up back from this sort of hill and then up there after. So you're going down. Nice Shadow Mage here. But as you can see, they do hurt quite a bit. I'm even buffed here with a priest buff of actually 20 stamina. That's pretty crazy. Not to mention my exquisite food buff here of 6. So I should have sort of cleared so I can free him. I don't have to talk to him, I just have to touch this sort of the ball there. I don't know what you call it, some iron thingy. So he's saved now. And the other prisoner, I'm just gonna go look for him now. So I used one of the keys, the sort of the golden key or burnished key or what it was, and now I have a silver key. I hope that'll do. But to be honest, I'm not sure, because I saw the priest ran down there before, so she has probably saved the other guy. I'm gonna push my luck and see if I got the right key. So take a nice fat falling damage here, get out of stealth, fine. And I think the mobs, they have a tendency to sort of... okay, she just freed him. Let's see if I can do the same. I think he pretty much like instant respawns. I'll see if I can open with the key I got. Nope. Okay. Okay, so I need Jailer Eston. Maybe I should talk to him first, because I actually think this is Jailer Eston's key. Let's try again. Bingo. So I had to talk to the NPC first. Fine. And I might as well just grind the mobs, sort of the easiest place where I can. It could be here, sort of. And the Geomancer here is, it's sort of a regular mob, so not much to say there really. Had to see if the entangling roots was actually working here. could argue that this wasn't outside as it's sort of inside a key. Oh, interesting, they dropped silk cloth already. And another one in Skull Rock here, I'm pretty sure. I think up to Skull Rock everything has been fairly easy. So when people engage in Skull Rock, they get quite a nasty surprise. But like I said, I prefer about the priest because she was doing everything fine. But I prefer a quest like this. Boulder Fist Ogre. I think it's in Strangleton Vale somewhere, but pretty much regular mob. But in a place like this where things can pretty rapidly turn, even though the mobs are fairly low level compared to me, you can get a ton of aggro here. And the problem is as well that the mobs, like here, they're running away, so they'll aggro more often. It's probably best to know who you're playing with. And you could say, of course, if someone has made it so far, they are probably not a complete new player. But I don't know their play style. I'd prefer just, doing it solo then. Unless I'm in a sort of group with someone I know already, I mean. So, yeah, just gotta kill some of these regular mobs. Doesn't seem there's too many rogues up here, so maybe I should look for some rogues down here as well. I think I will. Start out with this one. Oh. Let's see if I can drop the aggro from the mage, but I probably can't simply by running as far as I can. Yeah, that actually worked. Interesting. She had me completely cornered there, but she chooses to run elsewhere, and that's fine by me. I don't need the mob. Oh. I do need the rogue in here though. I think there's actually two of them. No, it's a rogue and a mage. Okay, fine. Let's try this. I'm probably gonna get both, and it's okay. I'm just gonna run away like last. And you ain't going nowhere. So, just to play it as safe as possible, I'm gonna run out here. Then pull the mage sort of after me. This way I'm sure this mage doesn't aggro the other mage. the mage that was there in front. Then I'm just gonna do my little trick here again, where I sort of corner myself. And she should, yeah, bingo. The elastic pulls her back then. Perfect. Time to get a little drink, I guess. I'm pretty happy with the 20 stamina though, that makes things a lot easier. And I think some level 15 warrior is gonna happy when I pass him by, as he will most likely have a worse belt than this. So I think I'm gonna go up. It's pretty much, oh, is that priest still? Yeah. No, it's a warlock actually. So I need 1 watchman and 4 rogues, so I should probably focus some of the rogues. And you know what? Actually quite a few of them if I run back the way I came. And I may be a little surprised about how much I actually use my stealth, but yeah, sure, it's quite handy actually. In situations like these, where I want to skip some fighting. So I seem to recall where I sort of killed the mages initially, and apparently I forgot that there was quite abundant with mages inside Durnhole Keep. But I'm sure there was a lot of rogues up here. So I'm coming back here, not for the mages, but for the rogues. 4 of them I still need. And there's one here for starters. So I got a rogue down here. He's probably pulled some extra aggro on this. Kind of. I think the final rogue is down there. Let's see if I can pull her up here. It would be interesting to see if she can climb this. So I'm gonna loot this guy, I don't want him. And then bring the rogue with me. Come on, honey. And I'm gonna get a bonus mage, I think. Nope. That's aggro, I meant. Oh. Okay, the reason why it doesn't update is because I'm still in combat. As you can see, the second I got out of combat, it updates. So I could use my Hearthstone, but you know what? I'm quite. Yeah, this is a normal mob that this guy got killed by. Pale Man Skinner. It's in the torrent starting zone. But I'm pretty close to the base, so I'm just gonna, yeah, do the running. Uh, yeah, I don't know if there's any kind of follow-up. I don't recall. Just look at what kind of gear one can actually buy here. Yeah. So let's get rid of this. So I actually got a cooking recipe that I can use. Oh, well, that I don't know yet. Nice armor, by the way. Says the druid and runs right over and sells it, but just took it for the money, to be honest. Anything special here? Not really. I don't think there's. Oh, maybe the orb. I bought a dagger on the auction house for 5G. I think it gives 4 intellect and 2 spirit. But even combined with this, it's not really that much better because the melee damage is better on the staff here. So yeah, I'm not gonna buy the orb fan. So I have to go back to TB, and I'm down to 8 quests now. I'm just gonna check out what it is. So I got one in Ashenvale, it's level 22. And I got Stonetail Mountains 23 as minimum. It's not quite 2 because I actually have a 22 there as well. It's just a pretty rough one that I prefer doing when I'm level 27. So I'm not gonna do like that. I got a 22 in the Barrens. And this was 23 as well. Cooking, yeah, 23. Okay, fine. So what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna pick the lowest quest I can find. 24. Yeah, it's 24. Actually, I'm gonna pick both of them. That'd be Elixir of Pain. And let me see. Battle of Hillsbrad, yes please. I think that's it really. Yeah. So, as usual guys, I'm gonna call this an episode, I think. Next time I'll be probably see you in Thunderbluff, where I have to hand in this quest. And I'm probably gonna continue, or I am gonna continue in the Barrens. So, as usual guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode. Take care, bye bye.